Are you ready? She's wet, flavorful, and pretty, baby. Alright, so she comes in white, she comes in silver, and she comes in black, baby. Alright, so this is the newly revised OBS TVCT SubOhm tank. Yes, this tank has been out for a while, okay? So I received this from OBS Technologies themselves. They emailed me about a month back saying they were coming out with the new colors for this tank, and I said, yeah, I'd love to review it. So now I have been vaping on it for 2 weeks, and let me say, this thing has made my King or Subtank Mini go on the shelf. So that is huge, man. If you like your tighter draws, you like your RBA features, you like, you know, you just like vaping around 25-30 watts, this is the tank for you. It has a 6 milliliter juice capacity, has adjustable juice flow, has top fill, very convenient top fill, and effortless, let me say, and the powder coat on it is just absolutely flawless, man. It is flawless. Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about the tank, do a breakdown, and pros and cons, go over price points, and there will also be a giveaway. Alright, 2 giveaways. But for details, wait till the end of the video. Yes, you gotta fucking wait. Alright, so I want to take a vape, and then let's just break this bitch down. I love the flavor, baby. She's a flavorful. Alright, so in this breakdown you see 2 boxes. You have the RBA coil that is purchased separately that we'll go over, and also the tank. So the RBA section we're just going to put it out of the way for now. At the end of this breakdown I will go over this. Alright, so you have the TVC tank right here. The TVCT. I keep messing that up, keep forgetting the T. But yes, this is the black version. As you can see on the back, it just gives you a little bit of notices, contents kit, blah 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 blah, but you didn't really get to see, really want to see the packaging, did you? You want to see what's inside, right? Because I do. I want to see this one. Alright, so this here is the tank. Comes with an extra coil, comes with your rubber grommets for your top fill, and this tank right here, man, I must say, is very detailed. Everything is powder coated on this. It is just, the powder coating is great. There's one tiny little flaw on this one tank, but it's not noticeable to your eye unless you pull off the drip tip, which we will go over in 1 second. Okay, there's nothing on the bottom of this, so let's break this thing apart. Okay, so you got your deck, you got your tank portion, your chimney section, you have a top fill cap, and you have your drip tip. So let's take her apart. You got your drip tip, top fill cap right here, powder coated all the way through, threads into the chimney section, and this is the only flaw on this tank that I see. Inside, it must have missed some powder coating or arced inside when it was getting powder coated, but that is so minimal. You know, just the detail on the laser engraving on everything on this tank is just great. Alright, you have your rubber grommets up here. You install, well, you put your juice in through these 2 holes. Make sure that your juice flow is turned off when you do put juice into this tank, so you know you don't flood your tank out. Alright, and then you have your deck section right here that you take off. Alright, we'll go over the deck section right now. Alright, so right here you have your coil. You know, it's got a mesh on it, nice thick cotton inside. Coils are pretty nice. This is the 0.5 ohm coil. Alright, you have a O-ring at the top for a nice snug fit. On the bottom you have a two-prong design, so you get optimal airflow. It's pretty nice. Coils definitely have a lot more airflow than the RBA feature. Okay. Inside here you have a 24 karat gold contact pin. You have a rubber O-ring, very nice threads, adjustable airflow. On the bottom it says designed by OBS Technologies, or OBS. It says TVCT tank. Do not use this on any hybrid mods because you do have your chance of arcing. Threads on the bottom are perfect, no burrs whatsoever, very smooth. Okay, so your tank itself, as you can see inside, you have our oil baffle at the bottom, which is nice. Some tanks have it, some tanks don't. It just helps with the spit back and collects some of the e-juice as you vape. Okay, and you can see your adjustable juice flow option. It spins inside to cut off your juice flow. Alright. Laser engraving is perfect, very deep, very detailed. As you can see, it says OBS right there. Alright, on the top you have your rubber grommets. Pull one of them out, we'll pull both of them out. Let's pull one out for now. You can see it's powder coated in there too. Very nicely detailed inside the chimney, very smooth. So yeah, Pyrex glass is, you know, flawless. It is kind of a pain to kind of reminds you of the Aspire Triton tank, you know, how you have to clean it inside because it does not come apart. Okay, so that pretty much is, you know, the whole tank. So let's put it together real quick. So just grab your coil, prime her up, make sure you prime the inside of the coil up. I prime around the edges also. Screw her in. Don't over screw it in. Just make sure it's snug. With this you kind of have to push it on. You'll hear it snap because of the O-ring on the coil itself. Make sure you juice her up. Stick some juice in, just right through the hole. Oh, I put this grommet on wrong. You got to make sure that your grommets, that the O-ring is at the top, as you see here. You can see a little bit of an O-ring at the top. See that right here? There's like an O-ring around a little circle. Make sure that's up or you could get leakage. Alright, put your top cap on. Alright, fill her up. Make sure you open up your juice flow after you're done putting your juice in. Let her sit for a little bit. Put your, even inside the drip tip is powder coated. The whole thing's powder coated. Really, really nice, man. They did a great job. And as you can see on this drip tip, it has dual O-rings on it, and it is very snug. Very snug drip tip. No wiggle whatsoever on this thing. Very great. Okay, so that pretty much is just a quick breakdown on the OBS tank itself. So let's get into this RBA feature, okay? So, quick little tutorial on this is, you know, you got your little instruction manual. It tells you how to actually put in your coil, how to wick it for the people that have never done it before. You really don't need much cotton for this at all to make this work properly, which is really nice. Okay, comes with a screwdriver. You get your two portions here. Inside you have a few coils, some wire, extra O-rings. You got two spare flathead screws for the RBA feature, and then you have your cotton. So yeah, they give you a ton of spare parts for it. and then you have your two main pieces. I did not pull the coil off of this for this video because I really like this coil. I've been using this for a while. So, alright, as you can see, it's got nice flathead screwdrivers, flathead screws on it, and they do not seem to clip the wires when I use it, so that's nice. It's insulated. You can see inside it's insulated. It's got a nice deep juice well. Alright. O-ring. 2 O-rings on it. You have silver plated contact at the bottom. Just does a really, really nice job. I had no problems with this RBA whatsoever. Alright, one thing that is a little tricky about this RBA section is there is this little pin right here. See if I can get a little closer so you can see it. Right here is a little pin right here. Okay, if you're kind of familiar with like the Velocity RDA, if you know how you put your top cap on, you have to kind of like get it onto, that one little notch to snap it in. Alright, this is the same way. You can see once you line it up, it just pushes together. There's no threads on this, which is very convenient, and I get no leakage whatsoever because of the O-rings on this. It's very, very tight. Okay, so it just slides on like that. What you want to do is put your cotton in first, clip it, juice it, and then put your top cap on, because it's very difficult to do it the other way because you do not have much room through the top of this. Okay, it can be done through the top, but you're probably going to mangle up your cotton. Alright, so this pretty much does the gist of the RBA section right here. And you got 2 small wicking holes out on the side, which wicks up perfect, man. I use my 80-20 Milkman right now, and it wicks up perfect for me. So, let's go back to FaceTime. Alright, we're back from the breakdown. Alright, I got a quick question for you guys. Do you guys want the breakdown? Do you not want it? Do you hate it? Is it monotonous? Whatnot? I hate doing the breakdown. But in the comments below, please just post if you want the breakdown or not, because I could give a shit if I do it or not. I only do it just because it's more information. You get to see the parts a little bit closer, but I would rather just do the parts just right in front of you, just like this. But, alright, only time will tell, I guess. Please comment. But other than that, alright. So I have this on my SX Mini right now, and it is, it's at about 50 watts. I have the 0.25 ohm coil on this. Earlier I had the RBA section. Now I'm going to show you what the 2.5 coil vapes like, and I'll tell you what, she vapes great. Ton of flavor, and I have a Max VG. I got an 80-20, and it is the Milkman by One Hit Wonders. I love that stuff. Absolutely awesome. I just received it the other day, and I'll tell you what, it's great. A review to come on that. But let's get back to this tank, okay? Let's not talk about other people's e-juice, okay? So, like I said, I've been vaping on this for like 2 weeks now, and I haven't had like a bad experience with it yet. Absolutely awesome. Very great. To me, just being comparable to the Sub-Tank Mini was huge. But that this has, a bigger juice capacity, has adjustable juice flow, has top fill, and it's pretty much the same exact size as the Sub-Tank Mini, other than the drip tip. Okay? If I grab my Sub-Tank Mini right here, as you can see here, the actual tank itself is the same size, maybe a millimeter of difference. And the drip tip is obviously just different. This tank's all nasty and dirty. I haven't cleaned it in a while. But yeah, only difference is, the drip tip adapter on this is taller. Other than that, they're pretty much the same size tanks. And you get a lot more juice capacity in this one. Coils are great. I haven't had no problems with wicking, nothing. So, yeah, it's just an overall great tank. And like I said before, the powder coat on this is perfect. I don't know who does their manufacturing for it, but I'll tell you what, other companies need to recognize this, because this thing is flawless, man, and it is durable. Most people are going to be like, you know, I ain't getting a white or a black tank because I'm just going to destroy it. If there's someone like me, I destroy everything. But I can vouch for this thing. I've dropped it. I've tried scratching it actually, and it doesn't scratch. Only thing I have in it is plier marks from me getting stuck onto a new mod. That the mod's a piece of shit, so that's won't be getting reviewed. But other than that, that is the only flaw I have on this tank, and it's absolutely great. Laser engraving is perfect. Only con I have is actually with the RBA section. One con that it didn't come with the RBA section, that it had to come separately, that you have to pay for it, and that the RBA section is just a little too tight of a draw for my liking. But other than that, it worked great, easy to build on. The top cap on the RBA section was kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass to attach, just due to that little notch on it, but that's just so it doesn't spin. So if you have a little bit too much cotton in that RBA section, when you put that top cap on, it's just going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass to attach it. But yeah, just overall great. I give it a 4.5 stars. I'd give it a 4.8 stars if it did come with the RBA section. But you know, would I buy the RBA section if it isn't included with this tank if I didn't receive it from OBS? Yes, I would. Yeah. So you can pick this tank up at wetvapes.com for $30. You can get the RBA section for $9.99. You can get a 5-pack of coils for they range from $14 to $17.99. I saw. So they're actually in you know, the cheaper range for coils. That's not bad at all. They do seem to last. That 0.5 ohm coil lasts me about a week and a half, and I vaped on it non-stop, and I did use multiple juices in it. Okay, so that tells you something. You know, you're only supposed to, you know, to get your full tank life, if you use the same juice, you're going to get a lot longer of a lot longer lasting coil. But when you mix your juices, it definitely does some type of chemical reaction in it and does mess up the coil a little bit more. It gunks it up. But yeah, it's absolutely great. You know, it is a tighter airflow than some of the other tanks out there, but to me, with the 0.25 ohm coil, it's just as comparable. You know, the 0.5 ohm does seem like it's a tad bit tighter on the draw, but to me, it's great. If you're a vapor that vapes around 25 to 30 watts, this is your tank with the 0.5 ohm coil. You know, even with the 0.25 ohm coil, you can get a great vape around 30 watts. And I have this at 50 watts right now on the 0.25, and it is great. Ton of flavor, and it throws a nice cloud. Great. Overall great. So, yeah. The giveaway. Let's talk about the giveaway. So, OBS Technologies sent me 3 tanks total. I'm going to be giving 2 away. I'm going to be giving away the black version and the silver version, okay? Since this is a YouTube video, the YouTube video will be the first to be given away, and you get your choice from black or silver. I'm going to be doing a Facebook giveaway at the same time, and you can enter both if you want. And that will be, you don't get to choose if it's a silver or a black. It will be whatever the other person didn't want. But still, it's a free tank. It comes with 2 coils. It's a pretty nice tank, I must say. So yeah, this is going to conclude my video. Please comment. I like seeing the comments. Sometimes I don't comment back all the time or reply, just because most of the time my phone doesn't let me. So yes, and if I'm not by a computer or my iPad, I just can't do it. So yeah, and also, another one, the phaser giveaway, the phaser tank giveaway that I posted about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, will be announced within a day or so. I've just been waiting on that one to get a little bit more people involved in it. But yes, that will be also announced in the next day or so. So the Facebook and the YouTube giveaway will be posted 2 weeks from the day that this review is posted onto YouTube. Okay? Whew, ton of tongue twisters there. But I'm going to have one more vape. You guys vape on, vape safe. Have a good one, guys. This is Wicked Sick Vape. Keep it real.